Now I want to take a look at how we can use these tremolo techniques in our own playing and composition, how we can adapt them, find creativity with them, and even deconstruct them to find new ways of playing. The first piece we're going to look at is a piece called The Dictator's Waltz, and this was a piece I wrote after listening to Maria Callas's version of the Madame Butterfly aria in Puccini's opera, and it's an amazingly powerful piece, an amazingly powerful performance, and seems to express this incredible vulnerability and powerlessness. And so for this piece I thought the flamenco technique would be the correct technique because of that fragility it can express. This is actually a concept waltz. The concept is that I must play this piece in front of a dictator. And for expressing such weakness and vulnerability, this dictator would send me to the gulag and then sleep a little bit happier that evening. Okay, so you can see I'm using the flamenco tremolo technique, and I would just like to add that I have not ever fulfilled the concept of this waltz. So one of the things you'll always hear in the classical examples of the tremolo, whether it's flamenco or classical, is that basically the tremolo on the high string is playing the melody, while the chords, the thumb, are usually just picking out an arpeggio. Just like that, or in the classical pieces. So with this piece I wanted to try and reappropriate that thumb to do something slightly different, and this time I wanted to make it create a secondary melody. So if you listen, the first melody is this one, like that, but then instead of just playing a basic chord, which you could do, I wanted to make this into a melody. Like that. So together, when I put them together, you've got sort of two melodies interweaving over each other. Like that. Okay, so that's one way you can just reappropriate that thumb. Later on in the piece I bring in a bass line as well. Like that. Okay, and you see you can use the thumb to do a bass run. Like that. Okay, so you just, instead of using the thumb to play an arpeggio, you can start to try and use it to create melody ideas or bass ideas. So later on in the piece I also start to deconstruct the technique. So usually the tremolo is always played on one string. Okay, and so what I wanted to do is I wanted to put that 1, 2, 3, 4 1, 2, 3, 4 onto two strings. So same technique, same finger picking pattern, but you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you end up like that. And you get this sort of fluttering effect. Again, created by the fact that it's in 5. I could sit and play this all day. Build it. And release. Okay. So you can see by using the same technique, but by changing which strings you're playing that pattern on, you can sort of get a whole bunch of new sounds. There's one more piece which I've written where I've used that in a slightly different way, so it's probably worth a little look at. And this is a piece called New Beginnings. And the first time round I play the melody on the normal tremolo on one string, and the second time I introduce the double string tremolo I was talking about. So I play an abridged version. Double string, and there's melody again. Okay, so you can see what's happened there is that the playing it on the double string plays exactly the same melody line, but it somehow brings the piece up and makes it a bit fuller, where we can still hear that melody and we still get that sort of fluttery feeling. Because this string's just been played open this all the way through, but it's being played open on the 2 and the 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Played like that. Okay, so different effect you can achieve there. Okay, so continuing with this idea of using the same finger picking pattern but changing which strings we're playing on, you can, for example, play that flamenco pattern or that classical pattern just on one string. Or classical. Okay, something like that. Or on the other hand, you can go the other way and play each stroke of the fingers on a different string. So you can get this. You can play one here, one here, one here, one here, one here for the flamenco technique. Get a slightly lilting feel. You can almost play a folk song to that. So just a couple of ideas how you can take this idea of reallocating the strings that the fingers are playing on to the limit on one side or the other. And the last thing, I have a sort of a bedrock of country and blues that I learned to play the guitar with, and over the time I just play with these, and when I've been playing with them I've just tried introducing some tremolo melodies just for the hell of it. But you could do something like this. This is one by the Blue Sky Boys. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope that's given you some ideas. Please like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel. If you like the music, there are links where you can buy the music below. Please do that. And if you want, you can even become a patron. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.